You want to be productive, but you're so tired. You want to work out, but your enthusiasm is so low. What if your lack of motivation is all being caused by this one dietary deficiency that is so easy, so quick to replenish? I have been there pushing myself to get out of bed early to exercise, fighting to stay awake, to get my work done, having no interest in going out and feeling really, really flat. So, what I'm going to suggest to you, and it may not be the cause of your problem, but if it is, this will change pretty much everything you do. And what I am suggesting is electrolytes, in particular potassium, sodium, magnesium, and calcium. If your body is deficient in any of these, at best, your mind and your body is sluggish, it's lethargic, and it's weak. Maybe you're experiencing muscular cramps too, or you could be feeling really tense and anxious for completely no reason. And this can all be due to a lack of stored sugar in the form of glycogen in the muscles and liver, directly due to a deficiency in potassium. So you feel tired. Your motivation is non existent. Maybe you're having trouble sleeping too. And this is because without potassium, the muscles, they aren't relaxing properly. Sporadically, your heart could be beating too fast, and this can escalate long term into high blood pressure. And at worst, well, your nerves, your muscles, your brain, your heart, every single cell in your body, they can't function without electrolytes. Also, digestive problems can be caused by a deficiency in electrolytes. When they're in short supply, in particular potassium, it can create the wrong pH in your gut and prevent the proteins that you eat from being properly digested. A lack of electrolytes also causes food, well, it kind of gets stuck in your gut, and we need the action of peristalsis, this wave-like motion of relaxation and contraction to propel the food along the gut. So what are the reasons you could be deficient in electrolytes? If you're stressed, if you're fasting, if you're following a keto diet, poor diet, if your diet is really, well, it's not that great, if you're losing body fluids through sweating or through vomiting, diarrhea, maybe you have water retention, especially in your feet and your ankles. And if you're taking any kind of diuretic, your electrolytes will be depleted for sure. Now, it came as a surprise to me that a big deficiency can be caused if your diet is built mainly on carbohydrates, particularly pasta, bread, rice. And this was me. I lived on mostly carbs, especially pasta. I was doing power yoga every morning, going to work, taking long walks. I was always busy. And I'm not sure when it started, but my heart would start beating really, really fast. And I'd feel a bit dizzy as well. And I just ignored it at first. I just pushed through. It went away. So all good, moving on. But then it started happening to me during yoga, and it really, really scared me. I wasn't in pain. I didn't have any cramps, just a huge surge in my heart rate. So I did my research. I tried several solutions, but in the end, it was electrolytes that got rid of all of my symptoms. No more surges in my heart rate. The dizziness went. I wasn't tired anymore for no reason. That all went away. Now, the problem with a lot of pasta, rice, and bread is that the high content of complex sugars, otherwise known as carbohydrates, can end up causing insulin resistance, which is another video. So what are electrolytes? They are electrically charged minerals that power the body electrically. Every single cell in our body has an electrical charge created by the movement of sodium, potassium, calcium, and chloride ions. So when we consume electrolytes, they quickly move from our gut into the blood and are distributed around our entire body to create electrical charge and life as we know it. Every thought, every muscle contraction, every beat of our heart, they are as essential as the air you breathe. And when they're in short supply, their side effects are huge, starting with tiredness, lethargy, despondency, total lack of motivation. Feeling depressed is also a symptom of low electrolytes, feeling flat, weak, unfocused, dizzy. If you notice water retention, especially in your feet and your ankles, that is a big sign. Mood changes for no apparent reason, from anxious to completely depressed, from irritable to feeling completely exhausted. And low potassium, well, it can also cause constipation. Without potassium, the muscular contraction of your digestive tract, it stops working. So basically, the waste products get stuck in your colon. Now, another problem is you may notice your heart rate speed up for no apparent reason. So it just makes sense to make sure you're getting a regular fix of electrolytes to power your body and your mind. Now, you may have guessed the most common electrolyte that we become deficient in is potassium. We actually need 4,700 milligrams of potassium a day, whereas sodium, we need less than half of that, around 2,000 milligrams a day. And that's probably because we put salt on our food. Usually we get an abundance of sodium and way not enough potassium. Calcium, we need approximately 1,000 milligrams a day. Magnesium, around 420 milligrams a day. Several years ago, my mum had heart surgery to replace her aortic valve. And whilst I was visiting her in hospital after the surgery, which was a huge success, we were all relaxed, thinking this is wonderful. And mum went into cardiac arrest. We thought we were going to lose her. It was really scary. And we found out afterwards that for whatever reason, they hadn't given her potassium in her IV fluids. So yes, electrolytes are essential. Because we do need a lot of potassium every day, it's usually the first one we seem to have a deficiency in. Now, it's important to understand that you can't just take a bunch of electrolytes in the morning and then you're done for the day. Electrolytes, they are not stored in the body. If you don't use them, you basically urinate them out. So what are the best ways we can get enough electrolytes, in particular potassium, into our diet? Leafy greens, sweet potatoes, avocado. Bananas, they do have a lot of potassium, but you'd have to eat around 16 bananas to get enough potassium for the entire day. And that would mean eating way too much sugar. So the best way to get your potassium, in my opinion, is cooked spinach, nuts, seeds, avocado, sweet potato, and my favorite, coconut water, which contains a heap of potassium. For example, this coconut water here, which is my favorite, if I drink a glass, probably like a 300 ml glass of coconut water, there's almost 600 milligrams of potassium in there, 120 milligrams of sodium, 45 milligrams of calcium, and 30 milligrams of magnesium. So the quickest and easiest way to replace your electrolytes is not to take supplements because they have such a small amount of electrolytes in them. And powders, well, they usually contain a heap of sugar. And we do not always feel like sitting down to a big plate of cooked spinach and avocados. So the best way is, I would suggest, to sip on a glass of coconut water. It's a really easy fix and it will prevent you from feeling tired through the morning. You drink a glass of coconut water and almost immediately the electrolytes will be circulating your blood. They will be delivered to every cell in your body within minutes. Now, there is sugar naturally found in coconut water, and it's around 20 grams in a 300 milliliter glass, which is not so bad considering your sugar intake is fine up to approximately 50 grams a day. But if you are serious about maintaining your electrolytes, in particular potassium, eating a plateful of stir-fried leafy greens made with coconut oil, wow. 200 grams of spinach alone is over 1,000 milligrams of potassium with less than half a gram of sugar. So the top 4 ways to load up on electrolytes to maintain your energy to feel really, really good are coconut water, spinach leaves, sweet potato, and avocado. So make sure you are loading up on electrolytes so you can bounce through the day and feel really, really good too. Let me know how you go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Better still, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.